Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us for another episode of Nightcap. Y'all know me. I'm your favorite unk, Shannon Sharpe. My partner and co-host is the bottom left, the Liberty City legend, the Bingo Ring of Fame honoree, the Pro Bowler, the All-Pro, Pepe, Chad Ochocinco Johnson. Bottom right, joining us to talk about all things basketball. Y'all know him, the Arkansas native, Arkansas alum,
Hello.
clutch guy himself, ISO Joe. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Guys, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that like button and go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. Thank you, guys, for your support. Thank you for your continued support. And thank you. I can't thank you enough. Because of you, we get to do what we do. Please make sure you go check out Shea by Laportier. We do have it in stock. Now, if you cannot find it in a city or a state near you, order it. We'll ship it directly to your door. It's the best tasting VSOP on the market, and we've got the proof. Please drink responsibly and stay safe. Go follow my media company page on all of its platforms, Shay Media, and my clothing company, 84 with 84 being spelled out. That link is pinned in the chat. Supplies are limited, and once they're gone, they're gone. So please grab yours while supplies last. Tickets for our Not Safe for Work tour are on sale now. 8 stop goes as follows: Baltimore, Philly, Charlotte, LA, Miami, NYC, Chicago. Detroit is going to close things out. Tickets can be found at shayshaymedia.com/tour. That's shayshaymedia.com/tour. That link is pinned in the chat. Guest lineup is looking really well. Go get your tickets now. Unc and Ocho coming to a city near you. Make sure you come out and show support. Guys, what an eventful day in playoff basketball. We had a team go on an 8-0 run, down by 8, down by 7. They end up winning by 1 in overtime after they go on an 8-0 run in 40 seconds to go. But first, the Nuggets take a 3-2 lead, 131-115 over the LA Clippers. Jamal Murray set the tone early tonight. Like, you know what, guys? We going back to LA with a chance to close this thing out. We are not going to stay alive. We're going back to LA, and we're going to try to close this thing out. 43 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 steals, 8 of 14 from the three-point line. Joe, I've seen this over the last 2 years when he did this to the Lakers, so I know what he's more than capable of doing. I saw him do this to the Clippers in the bubble, in the games, in the game, and guess what? He dropped 40 in the closeout game. I've seen him do this. He and Donovan Mitchell get into a tussle, and they both go get 50. So I'm not surprised. But you can't ask on a night that Nikola Jokic was held somewhat in check. He did have a triple-double, but it wasn't a meaningful, I hate to say non-meaningful, but he wasn't Nikola Jokic that we're used to seeing. They got great contributions. Russ gave him 21 points off the bench in 25 minutes, but it was Jamal Murray. It was Aaron Gordon. Everybody chipped in on a night that Jokic didn't have it. Jamal Murray did. What did you like about what you saw from Jamal Murray early on in this ball game?
I just like the way Jamal asserted himself, man, to kind of start the game. He got going early, and it was just like a trickle effect. You got Russ came in. He gave you great productivity, gave you 16 points in that first half, which kind of got you going. Jokic didn't really have to be special, even though he had a triple-double on. He only shot 13. He only shot 13 times. He was 4 for 13. But I bet you he'll take a win like this, knowing that, you get Jamal Murray some confidence, get him rolling, get him going, because going to LA for game 6, game six for the Clippers, you're going to need, I don't know if you're going to need 43, but you're going to need something close to it, if you want to advance. So I thought it was a great, well-rounded game for Denver. The guys who helped out, the Porter Juniors, the Gordons, those guys were very efficient today. They didn't have to shoot a lot, but I thought Gordon had a great game, but they were very efficient, on the shots. They were 7 for 11, 5 for 10, just playing hard, playing great defense. And
17 of 26, 5 of 8. Russ was 8 of 15. You mentioned Michael Porter Jr. How can I interest you this? What was he? Plus 34 and plus minus. That's crazy. A plus 34 and plus minus.
Yeah, they whole starting 5 was in the pluses. Tonight they were hitting on all cylinders, man. They had it going. It wasn't. I know we seen Murray, throw us that flurry with 43 points, but the rest of those guys really chipped in and helped out. And it was kind of a lopsided game. Honestly, I know the Clippers got back in it to some degree, but for the most part, The Nuggets had.
And then Murray said, hell no, y'all can't go. Hell no, y'all can't go. Ocho, the Clippers got great. I mean, they got balanced production. They got 20 points from Kawhi, almost a triple-double. He's one rebound short of a triple-double.
Yeah.
Zubats gave you 27 and 5. You got 11 from James Harden, who didn't play particularly well tonight. Norman Powell gave you 12. James Harden gave you 11. Norman Powell gave you 12. Chris Dunn gave you 15. And Bogdanovich came off the bench and gave you 18. They had 6 guys in double figures, but they could not find someone to output that pilot light out, which was Jamal Murray. Mm-hmm. And as Joe mentioned earlier, is that once he got going, I mean, he was hitting fall away threes. Hey, he was coming down and take that last three that he took. Yeah. He felt it, Joe. He felt it. I'll check it.
Hey, when it's going good, man, you got to ride that wave. And he understood the moment. He was like, "Nah, forget all this. I'm gonna let it ride again." Yeah. He had to go.
Get your coat, your brim, and get on out of our gym. Get your coat, your brim, and get on out of our gym. Get your coat, your hat, and leave. Ocho, your Clippers. They hung tough, but it was just too much Jamal Murray tonight.
Yeah. Listen, the Clippers did all they could. Obviously, James Harden not having the game he needed to have to make it somewhat of a close game. Listen, the hot hand, we know who had the hot hand. Even though Joker, I call it a small triple-double. It didn't kill you. He didn't do too much. He was 13, 12, and 10. Obviously, Russell Westbrook obviously contributed coming off the bench. But Jamal Murray was, man, listen, I don't know what he ate before the game. I'm not sure what he had to drink before the game or had to or drink on the side. I don't know what it was about Jamal tonight. He had 43, 17, and 26, and he was crazy. He was 8 for 14 from the 3, and he had the hot hand. When you got the hot hand like that, man, nobody else was able to counter that, and they couldn't stop it. Everything seemed to be falling for him.
He was due, Ocho.
When the game, he was. But you know what, Joe, having played the game, you know this. When a guy like Jamal Murray get hot, you just like, hey, I just sure hope we can get a stop here or there, or we can get to keep the ball out of his hands. Because ain't nobody, I don't care. They put Kawhi, they put James Harden, they put Jones, they put this one, they put that one. Once the guy get it going, once he turns it on, you're not turning him off that game. Now, maybe the next game he comes back and he's cold. But in that game, it don't matter who you had on him. He was torching them tonight.
He had it going. He had the pick and roll working for him. They couldn't stop him in the pick and roll. He kind of got whatever he wanted. And then in the one-on-one situation, the ISO situation, he was just breaking the defense down, getting to his spots, raising up. And once you see a few of them go in, man, you start to feel it like that. You start shooting off their back leg. You start showing in the crowd. You're like, yeah. He had it going. It was a great sight to see because, you know, I mean, I'm a Denver fan, and I like to see Jamal get off going, man, because when he's playing like that, they're a tough team to beat.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And that's what makes them so tough is that the year they won that championship, he and York would take turns. One game, York was going to get York. You already know, you can see York's going to give you damn near triple-double every night. But let's please pray we can hold Jamal under the wraps. Is that in the Lakers game, you remember the Lakers, he hit 2 buzzer beaters. He hit 2 walk-offs. And so, and Jokic was doing what Jokic was doing, and so it didn't matter. And when he's playing like this and they can get others to contribute, and you talk the others, you get I thought Christian Brown played really well tonight. 12 big rebounds. He did a great job. He rebounded the basketball. He did a great job of hounding James Harden. He played really well. Michael Porter Jr. was due a game like this. Aaron Gordon's been that utility guy. It's funny how it happens like this, Joe. You were 0.5 seconds away from going up 3-1. Right. He dunks the ball home. It's 2-2. Now you find yourself, I need to win 2 games in order to advance, as opposed to winning 1 game and we home free. But the Nuggets played well. This was the best I've seen. Look, they won. Obviously they won 3 games, but I thought this was the best game that they played thus far.
Yeah, I think so too. But this, I think this series is gonna go 7. Okay, Ocho. What'd you say?
I think it's gonna go 7.
I think it's gonna go 7. I got the Clippers winning Game 6 at home, and then Game 7, man, is anybody's game. But I think the Clippers gonna play a lot better at home, and I haven't seen that big.
They're gonna need James Harden. James Harden did not play well. I haven't seen that
big game from Norman Powell though. I'm expecting Norman Powell to really give him some, maybe even win him a game here or there. So I'm expecting for him to explode as well. But yeah, James didn't really have it in the tank tonight, seemed like. I don't know. And I don't know if it's because the series has kind of, carried on and it's kind of warmed down throughout the series, but they're gonna need they definitely gonna need his contributions if they want to advance, out this series.
Hey, you think Unc and
They definitely need James Harden.
Hey, Unc and Joe, you think this was Jamal Murray's best playoff performance since the bubble?
Oh no. I think so. You don't think so, Unc?
From a point standpoint, it might have been his most points.
Right.
But you go back and look at some of those Laker games.
I mean, yeah,
you go back and look at it with the Lakers.
Yeah, them Lakers games. Yeah, he had some great games against the Lakers, but as of recent, the past few playoff years, he ain't had no performances like this. They needed this.
No. I mean, we've seen him. I mean, torch the Lakers and the game-winning shot. I mean, it's a rarity. It's not, you might go your whole career and not have a game-winning shot in the playoffs. He had 2 in one series.
Yeah.
How you get 2 in one series?
Right.
And he did that. He's more than capable of catching fire. He has that Steph Curry. He has that Dame guy, the guards that can catch fire. And the next thing you know, they got 20 points in a quarter. And you look up at the end of the game like, damn, he hit us like that. And it's not a whole lot of layups, like a big getting 43, because some of them going to be layups. Jamal Murray a lot of those, he had a couple of one flush and he got a layup. But most of those 3-pointers and many.
14 from 3. He was 8 from 14.
So that's 24 right there.
Threes. Come on now. This the playoffs. It's the highest level of basketball. You know what I mean? It's on a night that Denver really needed it too. So man, kudos to Jamal Murray for coming out and giving us that great performance tonight. That was awesome.
Listen, the Clippers bench is gonna have to play better. James Harden is going to have to play a little better. He's going to have to get more than 11. Kawhi did what he was supposed to do, but they kind of wasted Zubac having a performance like he did tonight.
Career high.
I'm not sure what adjustments Ty Lue can make. Both of you said the series can go 7. I'm not sure what adjustments Ty Lue needs to make. Maybe home court advantage would make the next game a little bit more interesting. But they're going to have to do something.
Yeah.
And if you think about it, you look at this Jamal Murray shot 1 free throw. He shot 1 free throw and got 43. Buckets. 1 free throw.
That's crazy.
And so people look at it and say, well, man, he was extremely aggressive. He just didn't need to get all the way to the basket and try to get an and one to try to get anything because he had the 3-ball falling. So now you hug up on him. He got handles. He can put the ball on the floor, dance with it behind his back, between his legs. He'll start, stop, and pull up. So he has that kind of ability. I am not surprised that Jamal Murray went off. You saw those first couple go in?
Yeah.
And now he's just coming down court and he ain't looking to get all the way to the basket. He's stopping behind the line, Joe, and letting it go. Oh, you're in trouble.
He was doing whatever he wanted to, getting to a spot, mid-range. I'm trying to think defensively. What can you do? What adjustments can Ty Lue? What adjustment can Ty Lue make?
I'm not sure you can do much because you don't want to double that and make him have to give it up to Jokic because you know what Jokic gonna do. Jokic gonna make the right play. He gonna score it or he gonna get him a dime. So it's almost like they kind of got to live with Jamal going out
and hope he misses
and try to tame the rest of the guys around him.
Right. But the thing is that you come and he shoots the ball and miss, and now you're out of position, and you get guys getting putbacks. You guys getting offensive rebound, and they getting you another opportunity to put the ball in the basket. Zubac has played extremely well. I believe Zubac should win most improved.
Really?
Yeah, over Cade Cunningham. Bro, you the number 1 pick in the draft. You should first of all, if you're a number 1 pick in the draft, if you're a top pick, you a lottery pick, you should be ineligible for that role. What you mean you most improved and you the number 1 pick in the draft, Joe?
They just won 16 games last year, man. Them folks won 16 games. They in a battle right now. I understand.
Yes.
I understand they brought some veteran help, but that's just my vote. I'm going Cade.
No, I'm going with Zubac. That man gave you 6. He increased his points by 2 or 3 a game, rebounds by 2 or 3 a game. 59 double
I ain't
doubles.
taking it away from Zubac. I think he had a hell of a year. I think he's playing some hell of a basketball right now as we speak. But I think what the Pistons are doing is pretty special, you know, considering that Cade is kind of leading the way with that. But I'm, you know,
Yeah.
yeah.
But that, game 6 is Thursday night. The Pacers beat the Bucks 119 to 118. There was only seven. Wow, the only second 7-point plus comeback during the final minute in postseason game in the play-by-play era. They started that 1997-98. Haliburton with the game-winning layup. But unfortunately, the Pacer win was overshadowed by Haliburton's dad coming on the court and getting in the face of Giannis, causing a verbal altercation. Giannis spoke about this after the game. Losing the game, emotions run high. Having a fan, which at the moment I thought it was a fan, but then I realized that's Tyrese's dad. I'm happy for him. I'm happy for his son. That's how you're supposed to feel. But coming to me and disrespecting me and cursing at me, I think is totally unacceptable. Totally unacceptable. His dad coming on the floor and showing me a sun towel with it on his face saying, this is what we do. We do this. I feel like that was very, very disrespectful. I believe in being humble in victory. That's the way I am. Haliburton said all the right things, though. He said, as far as the incident between Giannis and my pops, I had no idea until it happened and I got in the back. I talked to my pops after, and I don't agree with what transpired there from him. He needs to just allow me to play basketball. I'll talk to Giannis about it. I don't think my pops was right. I think Hallie handled it right. Look, Joe, I could just imagine how my dad would have felt. Ocho, if he could have saw, you know, your dad see you play, my dad could have seen me play.
Yeah.
That's his son. I'm his baby boy. And to see me out there on the field and I'm scoring a touchdown, I can imagine the pride that a father feels when his son hits a home run or his son wins, does something. So I can imagine. But to come all the way on the court?
Yeah, that's
And I get, look, you talking to a guy that got into an altercation with the Grizzlies, but I was up, my ass was on the sideline. I'm not excusing it. So, chat, I'm not excusing my behavior. So I'm just saying, I think, look, if he wants to wave the towel, he's on the sideline, fine, so be it. But when you come on into that playing area, it's like when you run on the football field. Back in the day, they used to run on the football field, players tackle the hell out you.
right.
Yeah.
But so we'll address the game in a minute. The situation that arose, Joe. How do you like the way Giannis handled it, and do you like what Hallie had to say after?
Well, I thought Giannis handled it pretty professional. You know, he kept his composure. You know, he controlled his emotions throughout that you know, that time, because, you know, I can imagine how he's feeling, man. He just squandered away a 7-point lead in 40 seconds. And then this happened. Mm-hmm. It's like, yeah, 40. I'm like, 40 seconds, bro. You lose a 7-point lead. So I know he was teed off about it, but yeah, I think Hallenberg's father was definitely in the wrong, man. Definitely in the wrong.
Ocho?
Yeah. Pops crossed the line a little bit, but I can understand Pop's excitement. Obviously, he shouldn't have been on the court. If anything you do, it should have been done on the sideline. I kind of understand it, but as a father, you know, myself, as a father of 85, I can see myself almost in that situation, damn near, you know. But as a dad, you gotta contain yourself, keep somewhat of a sportsmanlike and professionalism to yourself, knowing and understanding that obviously Giannis is in that situation. He's upset, and you never know how he could have reacted. But Giannis handled it very well. Haliburton handled what he had to say after the game very well, and I'm sure
Haliburton handled it great.
Yeah, I'm sure Giannis and Haliburton have probably had a conversation about it. And I don't really think it's a big deal. It is, because Pop came on the court. It's not that big of a deal.
Well, you know, they are
John Haliburton.
You know, they already got history.
I was
you know what I mean? They already,
yeah. I was let me read what he said, and then I'll let you get into your thought. So this is what John Haliburton, who is Tyrese Haliburton's father. I sincerely apologize to Giannis, the Milwaukee Bucks, and the Pacers organization for my actions following tonight's game. This is not a good reflection of our sport or my son, and I will not make that mistake again. Back in the 80s or 90s, I don't know if one of them players would have let that slide.
They be throwing them off dunk.
They Ocho, they just want on Pop, because I'm not so sure because Giannis said he thought it was a fan at first, and then he realized that it was Giannis's dad. It was Tyrese's dad. Man, look, back in those days, man, look, you getting the guy face like them guys be doing now and want to be doing all this. Man, them guys didn't play like that, man.
Yeah.
they light your ass up.
Man, I told y'all, hey, they putting them gun fingers in your face and everything. It's so disrespectful. I'm talking about in the NBA, at the regular league, it don't matter where you playing at, man. They disrespectful, bro. It's disrespectful.
Yeah, they be on one. And like you said, I think sometimes when emotion is high, logic is low. And I can understand he's extremely excited about his dad, about his son. They won that series. Once Dame didn't play the first game and then Dame goes down with that injury, then Milwaukee's not winning. Now, maybe they should have won that game. And let's give them that. Let's concede that. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, they should have won that game.
Right.
They're not winning this series, not with Giannis by himself. No. And it took, think about it, the game that they won the first game, Jerry Trent Jr. had 37. He had 33 tonight. So it's taking Jerry Trent Jr. to have a out-of-body experience in order for them to be close. Now, if he doesn't play like that in game 6, he doesn't play like Giannis is not enough. Giannis had 30, 20, and 13. Giannis can't play any better than what he's playing.
Right.
So, hey,
it just goes.
So collectively, they need other guys to step up. Yeah, maybe Trent ain't going to give you 33 or 37 every night, but maybe he'll come down to about 15, 16. You get these other cats to step up. You get Porter Jr. to step up. You know what I mean? They got guys who are capable. Obviously, Bobby Portis. You know, he's still trying to find rhythm and tuning because he's been out for quite some time. But he normally steps up and give them great minutes in the absence, especially of stars like Dame and Giannis when they're not in the game. So I think they tried to switch it up though. They started Bobby at the 5. You know, brought Brook out.
Yes. They should have.
Just probably more active, more defensive minded. Bobby can score a little better than Brook.
Can play with his back to the baskets. He can score in a lot of different ways. Brook ain't doing number shooting threes. I ain't never seen a man 7'12", and all he want to do is stand behind the 3-point line, Ocho.
Yeah.
I'm being facetious, but I'm like, bro, how you set that tall and you've never averaged double-digit rebounds in a season? That's not good, Joe. That's not good.
Yeah, it's not good. I had a chance to play with Brook. He was an awesome player. He wasn't shooting threes when I was playing with him in Brooklyn. He was just a down low, back to the basket guy. But dang, man, I know the Bucks hate this. You know, I thought they did whatever they could. They had a chance to win the game. They up 7 with 40 seconds. You can't lose that. You know what I mean? Get a chance to go back home, play in front of your crowd, force a game 7. Man, anything can happen in game 7.
Man, listen, it's better to put them out their misery now. It's better to put them out their misery now. Listen, the Pacers played where obviously Haliburton did what he needed to do, but Hiller was a supporting cast for Indiana that really stepped up. Miles Turner had 21, 9 rebounds. Aaron Naismith had 19. Goddamn, T.J. McConnell had 18. There was no way.
They're a team by committee.
Yeah. Even though,
remember we talked about that the other night, Ocho. They're gonna have somewhere between 5 and 8 guys in double figures. Damn it! Yeah. When they win, go look at the box score and see how many guys in double figures. Go ahead, Ocho.
Everybody putting their hat in the pot to make sure. Now obviously I know because I saw, but hell, squandering the goddamn 7 point lead with 40 seconds on the clock, boy, that's on you.
Yeah,
that's on you. Yeah. That ain't supposed to. That's not supposed to happen at this level. Not
Tyrese Haliburton had a tweet. Overrate that. You know, Tyrese Haliburton, he was the runaway winner, most overrated player in the NBA. The players voted Tyrese Haliburton. He came back. Overrate that.
Bulletin board material. Anything you got to do to carry a chip that's gonna help you compete at your highest level. Wear it. You know what I mean? Like.
Right. I mean, Hallie's like, man, look here, I was on the Olympic team. I've been an all-star. I've led the league in assists. Bro, what y'all? Look, he ain't Magic. He ain't gonna ever be Magic. He's not gonna be Steph Curry. But damn, just because can we get, because people like now, Joe, people feel like, well, he ain't no Magic. He ain't no LeBron. He ain't no Jordan. Damn. Who is?
It's only a few, bro. It's only a few.
Hold on. Who the Pacers gonna have to face in the next
Cleveland.
series?
The
Yeah.
team-
What's that? What's that looking like?
hold
What you
on,
think?
hold on. The team that just knocked off the Heat, who ain't put up no fight, them boys they ain't fight.
55, Ocho. Y'all got beat by
Wait.
55.
Whoa. Time out by my Heat. Time out. That's not what happened. That's not what happened. Now, this is something that the story hasn't come out yet, but what happened was the pregame meal that the Heat players ate, everyone had a stomach virus. Everyone had a stomach virus. That's why they played the way they played. And it looks like they almost gave up, but they didn't. Everybody was sick. And the whole team can't sit out.
They don't almost gave up.
Yeah.
Ain't no almost gave up. When you down by 1 point by 60 points,
yeah.
when you down at 1 point in the game by 60, lose by 55.
Listen, yeah. I told you what happened. Everybody had a stomach virus, and they were forced to play. It was like everybody was playing a flu game. They just not enjoyed it.
You gotta stop it, bro.
I'm telling you, that's why you think they lost by 55.
I couldn't believe that.
I could.
Listen,
not no 61 in no Miami. You couldn't see that.
Hey. Yeah, everybody.
Because here's the thing. Think about how Tyler Hero, he ain't made one shot. So let me ask you this, Joe. Okay, if Tyler Hero doesn't go ape crazy, if Bam doesn't give you damn near triple-double where he gives you 19, 11, and 9, where you going to get your points from?
But them your two best players. They got to step up. Huh? They got to give you something. They got to at least put up a fight. We got to at least be in the game. 61?
Hey. At some point in time, Julius Caesar put up a fight, and then he said, Andrew. I mean, at some point in time, they get the wailing on you just right. You just give up. Say,
hey, you got to give Cleveland credit though. They came. They didn't play no game. Donovan came out, with that look in his eyes, like, okay, with the first 5 minutes, we ain't gonna play no game with these boys. Man, the score was 41-14 at one point. I'm watching the game.
Man, listen,
it's over.
It's like lions. It's like lions out there, man, in the Sahara, and the goddamn hyena injured, man. That was my Heat. That was me. Listen, it wasn't nothing we could do. But I will tell you this. I'm gonna tell you what a little birdie told me. I told you we gonna have some gangsters coming to Miami next year. I told you about the sit down I had with Pat Riley and Mickey Arison, in Spolstra.
It ain't gonna happen, Ocho.
Things are gonna change. I'm telling you about the meeting I had personally.
Them guys, listen. You told me, it's a new era of player. You can't do with them like they used to do with us.
Right.
Pat Riley needs to understand taking cookies and running everything with an iron fist. You think Giannis about to go? Think about what Giannis just came. Let's just say for the sake of argument, Joe.
Right.
Giannis were to leave. Do you understand they've given Giannis everything except the goddamn on Harley Davidson that's in Milwaukee?
Mm-hmm.
They've given him everything.
Yeah.
Boonhoser. Jason Kidd was gone. Boonhoser gone. Adrian Griffin gone halfway.
Yeah, both of his brothers on the
players. They give. Yeah, they got his brother.
Hey, let me
Come
tell
on,
you,
Ocho.
Let me tell you what we got to offer Giannis. Something that they don't have in Milwaukee. They don't have it in Milwaukee. We gonna offer Giannis Cadillac dealership. We gonna offer Giannis Tootsies. They don't have Tootsies in Milwaukee. They don't have that.
That
we
man
got
mad
South,
with 3 kids. He don't want none of that.
We got South Beach. They don't have that. Huh? We got Carbone. We got Club Live. Huh? We got Poppy Steak. Now listen, I talked to Ja Morant last night. I'm not even supposed to be saying this. And I told Ja, listen, I'm gonna do whatever I can on my end to make sure you get to Miami. Now I don't know what assets we have as a Heat culture to give up, to make the trade possible. But I'm gonna do what I can on my end to make sure you get here. And I'm gonna make sure you're good. So now I'm telling you again.
Gonna be in Memphis.
I'm telling you again, Unc and Joe, brother ISO, when you see Giannis and you see Ja Morant and the Heat jerseys next year, don't be like, oh, Ocho, I ain't believe in you, but you was right. I don't want to hear nothing. And that goes for the chat too. Don't be talking about, oh boy, you be knowing stuff. All right.
All I'm saying is this: that Pat Riley make assertions, and then when he gets you there, he switch up on you. And there's a reason why. Think about it. Think about it. D Wade ended up leaving. LeBron James left. Jimmy Butler left.
Well, you know what? Three times the charm.
Shaq left.
Three times the charm. Pat Riley
Shaq left. D Wade left. LeBron left. Jimmy Butler left. Now, four of your best players in the history of that organization have left. And the one constant is Pat Riley.
Right. See?
It's a different age now, Ocho. You cannot talk to these players.
Right. But I'm telling you what Pat told me. He's willing to change his ways because he has a better.
That man 80.
Huh?
That man 80. Change what?
Yeah. I'm telling you, he gonna evolve. I'm telling you. I had the conversation.
Let me ask you a question. Your grandma ate pork?
My grandma?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Grandma.
Even as she got older, and the doctor say, Miss Johnson, this ain't good for you. I've been eating pork all my life. I'm gonna leave here some way anyhow.
Yeah, that's
what my grandma said.
That's all.
Exactly.
That's all. Yeah, that's all. But listen, if Pat is serious about winning, if he's serious about winning and changing the culture in which used to be a winning culture, which made fans excited and wanted us to come to the game, he's going to have to do right. He's going to have to change his ways and allow South Beach and the Miami Heat to be yet an attraction where people want to come to. There's no reason why NBA players, when their time is up, or if they're to be traded, who doesn't want to come to South Beach? And you can't be the reason they don't want to come. And so he understands he has to change his ways and the way he conducts himself.
I don't necessarily think it's like the culture. I ain't gonna lie, the culture was it was all right. I mean, is it strict to some degree? Yeah, but you gotta have talent, man. You gotta have some talent. You know what I mean?
The Patriot way. How's the Patriot way without Tom Brady, Ocho?
The culture can be, tight, strict, whatever the case may be. But if you ain't got no talent to go out there to put on display, it's hard to win in this league, man.
Yeah, you're right.
So look at that standard as a standard when they ain't got no quarterback in Pittsburgh, they ain't got no Roethlisberger. The standard is the standard. I guess you got to lower that standard some until you got get some better players, and then they elevate it back up.
Hey, that's all it comes down to. It comes to talent, no matter what.
Exactly. People try to make it, it's a culture. It's the way they do things. No, it's the way that guy does things.
Yeah.
It's the way a Tom Brady, it's the way a Ben Roethlisberger do things. And if you don't have those type players, you can have culture all you want to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It don't work like that. Yeah. But Pat, you're right. Pat's gonna have to change some of his ways. The Pistons go to New York and beat the Knicks. Cade Cunningham, 24 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists. Asur Thompson, 22 points on 8 of 10 field goals. 7 rebounds, 2 blocks. Tobias Harris, 17, 8, 4 blocks. Jalen Duren, 9 points, 14 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 blocks. The game is really, really close. The Pistons have scored 421 points. The Knicks, 429. Rebounds, 180. Pistons are dominating this category. 182 to 148. Plus 34. 3-pointers made, 44 for the Pistons, 47 for the Knicks. Turnovers. Had it not been for turnovers, Detroit might have won this series, Joe. 70 turnovers to 46, points in the paint, 176 to 180 in favor of the Knicks. But the games have been very, very close.
Yeah.
And who knows, had they called that foul Sunday, we might be having a different conversation today.
Yeah, we might be. Even with them squandering away the 21-point lead, with letting the Knicks go on their 21-0 nothing run. But I think this has been an even series. These are two teams who are pretty even to me, if you ask me. But Detroit is just so gritty. The biggest discrepancy, what I see, is in the free throws. Detroit shot 16 for 27 tonight. The Knicks shot 16 for 27 with 59%, and Detroit was 26 for 36 from the line. The Knicks missed 11 free throws. The Knicks missed 11 free throws, shooting 59% from the line. You lose by 1. You're like, damn. They out there competing, man. I think Detroit has kind of wore the Knicks down a little bit, if you just want me to be honest. Like, this is a bruising series. You look at Brunson. I didn't think he was going to come back for the game in Detroit, but he did, and they end up winning. And I think it's just kind of, as the games go on, I think it kind of wears them down. That's why I say early in the series, you want to pick them up full court, bump and grind, all that. By the time we get to game 6, 5, 7, he's going to be broke down a little bit.
No.
Yeah.
Tibbs done wore him down during the regular season, playing in 43, 44 minutes a night during the regular season. That's what
and it
wore him
don't stop
down.
because in the playoffs it continues. It's not like it stops in the playoffs. You know what I mean? He only got a rotation of 7, 8 guys, and you ain't got really.
That's in the regular season. He might cut that down to 6 in the postseason.
So, you know, all they guys were pretty average today. They didn't have nobody who kind of, you know, stepped up and separated themselves to, you know, be able to pull this win off. But this one, I think this one going 7, man, and I got Detroit pulling out at 7.
Whoa, 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 whoa. You got Detroit.
I got Detroit winning this one, Ocho.
Man, listen, you know the Knicks are not going to lose this. Listen, I know they squandered tonight. Listen, the Knicks had, 13 turnovers. They missed 11 free throws. Nigga, Jalen Brunson and Karl Anthony Towns, they were 9 for 30, you know, shooting tonight. Brunson only scoring 16. I think Towns had 17. I think it was more so the turnovers. Even though they barely lost, I don't think Jalen Brunson has another game like this. He's not gonna have another game like this. This was the down game for him, you know, scoring 17, 16 tonight. But I don't see them losing this game. I mean, excuse me, losing this series. You know, it was just a bad night tonight. It was a bad night.
They tired, man. They look woe down to me. I'm gonna be honest with you. And to play another, got to go back to Detroit now, and play in Detroit. Travel. I think Detroit doing what they want as far as wearing them down. You know, making this a long series. It's gonna be in Detroit's favor.
Yeah,
I don't know.
If you look at the bench, Schroeder is coming in giving them great minutes.
Nice.
Malik Beasley is giving them tremendous minutes. They had 26 bench points. They outscored them on the bench 19. So they outscored them 26-19 on the bench, and you see the difference in the ball game. But I think when Schroeder comes in, he does a great job. He gets Cade Cunningham off the ball. He's making timely shots. He's distributing the ball. Malik Beasley is coming in, making some timely threes. I love Stuart Thompson. I love the way he plays. He's aggressive. He can, and he's a two-way player. He can pick you up full court. He can put the ball on the floor, get to the rim. He's rebounding. This day, JB Bickerstaff has done an unbelievable job with this team. And you can see why he was in the running for Coach of the Year. I get Kenny Atkinson won. I got no problem with that. They were the best team in the East, record-wise, from start to finish. But what JB Bickerstaff has done with this team, and to get them into the 6th seed and get them in a situation where they could possibly get out of the first round, he's done a heck of a job, and he should be commended. Because these young guys, now they get one more piece. I still believe they're a piece away from truly contending. But they got some young guys, they got 45 rebounds. They got out-rebounded a little bit, but, you know, you've got a 7-foot cat. You got a 6'11", 7-foot Mitchell Robinson, and they just got the one big. But give those guys credit. I thought they were gritty. And even though when the Knicks went on that run and passed them up, that's a young team on the road, and they kept it together. They kept their poise, and they ended up coming back, going their own run, take the lead, and never look back.
They were special, man. They were special. You're going to have to give, you know, you're going to have to look out for Detroit, give them credit. I don't think Cade didn't play a great game. He was 6 for 17 from the field, but for the most part, you know, he controlled the game. I love his aggression.
Yes.
12 free throws, made 11 of them. So it lets me know, you know, he ain't just selling for jobs.
He's aggressive.
Getting to the cup. But yeah, like you say, the Thompson kid, 8 for 10. You know, him getting to the line, he was 6 for 12 from the line, but he's being aggressive as well. So, you know, Detroit has enough to advance out this series. They just got to be poised and patient, you know, especially down the stretch and closing these games.
That's the difference.
Hold on.
Go ahead, Ocho.
Hey, hold on, man, because this is the second time I heard Joe say this. And not only you saying that Detroit is going to close this series out in 7, but you saying it with confidence. Like, how much do you really believe in the Pistons? I'm just curious.
I believe in them a lot, Ocho. They young. They ready for the moment. They understand the moment. I mean, they didn't win in the Garden and won 2 games, bro.
I mean, we talk about big body Brunson, right? Karl Anthony Towns, Josh Hart.
Yeah.
You sure about that?
Yeah, them boys nice. They play hard. I like it. But I think they won down, Ocho. I'm gonna be honest with you, man.
Okay. Well, I'm saying you willing to put some money on that? Or
oh man, I know you probably still owe man. I don't even know if I
Ain't no problem. He still do.
I'm sorry to bring up somebody, get in somebody else's pocket, but it's hard for me to bet with you, brother. I'm sorry. I don't know what you want from me.
Come on. All right, check this out. Check this out. Let's say, let's bet 5,200. Bet 5,200.
Who, me and you? I'm here, nah, I'm cool.
Hey, Joe, he trying to move. He trying to move his debt on to you.
Yeah, hey, nah, I ain't going, Ocho. You can try somebody else, bro. hey, Ocho, I might have something for you though. They got this pickleball tournament, man, and I need a pickleball partner.
Oh,
Uncle, I know you ain't gonna do nothing with them hips. You ain't gonna move around with.
Nah, I ain't got nothing for you. I got bad hips and bone on bone in my left
Ocho,
knee.
100 grand to the winning team, Ocho.
Oh, well,
man, they gonna beat the hell out y'all.
Well, who am I play?
You gonna play with me?
Hey,
They gonna beat the hell out y'all. See, he don't even know you his partner.
Hold on. Hey, Joe, boy, you seen me play tennis, right?
Nah, I ain't seen.
Boy, listen, I'm telling you, I lie for you before I lie to you. Now I can play some tennis. The clips, you can see the clips. I know Uncle vouch for me. People in the chat can vouch for me. I played tennis growing up. I'm very good at tennis. So switching to pickleball, hey, I'm gonna be all over the court, right? I'm telling you.
Joe, you just asked that man. You say, "Hey, Ocho, come down here and play this. You got this pickleball tournament."
Yeah, I thought it was solo. I thought it was solo.
No, Ocho say, "Who team I'm on?"
Yeah. Hey, hold on. What's the date? Let me know. I'm gonna be ready.
Ocho, it's in the Hamptons though, Ocho. It's
What's
in the Hamptons.
Sag Harbor, upstate.
Upstate who?
Don't worry about it, Joe. Find somebody else.
Wait. I'm learning about history. I'm learning about my history. What the hell?
It's upstate New York.
Oh, that's right there. How far is that from the Bronx? Like Queens?
How far that is?
You got a helicopter?
Nah, I ain't getting on the helicopter out there.
You could drive. It's probably. I'm assuming it's probably a couple of hours.
A couple?
Maybe an hour and a half. Yeah.
Hey,
okay.
Hey, but your lateral movement like that, you like that?
Boy, you ain't that boy. You better Google. You better YouTube me, boy. These feet don't play. Hey, listen. I play tennis on the big court. My lateral movement is phenomenal. It's like I'm still 22 years old, right? But then you think about pickleball. The court is so small, so it takes me to get from one end to the other. If I'm playing solo, in like 3 steps.
Yeah.
So my short area quickness is still there. Nothing has really changed. I'm still real twitchy. So I'm excited. Just let me know the date so I can block those off.
I got you.
I'm ready.
Yeah, we're gonna get to it.
Yeah. How much? We win 100,000?
Yeah, it's 90 minutes. It's 90 minutes. It's a 90-minute drive.
Yeah,
Oh, that ain't bad.
A lot, but most people, Ocho, take the helicopter.
No, because that sound like it costs too much. I drive. I can get a rental car for $60.
I promise you, if you got a house in the Hamptons, you're not worried about no cost of no helicopter. You probably own the helicopter.
Hey, hold on, wait, time out. Hold on. The Hamptons like for the rich folk, huh?
Yeah.
Yes.
Joe, you got a house in the Hamptons?
I got some people over there. I know some people who know some people. You know what I'm saying? Like, we good.
Okay. I like rich people, huh?
I know some people, Ocho. Hey, you know, you come, we gonna have plenty of room. We got some room now. You know, y'all can come down to have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
When it's in June. When is it?
I'm gonna give y'all the dates. I'm gonna send y'all the dates. I'm gonna have.
Yeah, hey, I need a place I can let my hair down. I can relax and laugh at Ocho when he go out there and the ball hit him in his head.
Oh no! Now you know I know how to play some. Listen, hey Joe, ping pong. Yeah. I'm the Liberty City ping pong champ and Overtown too.
That's me, Ocho. What? Ocho, who you think they call to train the Asian to play table tennis? Ocho, it's your boy.
Wait, who? Oh, you can't play no table tennis. You can't even see. You wear glasses.
Hey, sound like.
Hey, chat, do me a favor. Chat, y'all send Joe on Twitter and Instagrams. Send him some clips of me playing tennis so he understands how good I am.
All right, okay. All right.
Yeah. Pickleball.
You ain't good. But Joe, I agree with you. I think this is gonna be a 7-game series. I think the Pistons are gonna tie this thing up 3-3, and they're gonna come back. Now, this is not gonna be a good look for the Knicks if they lose this series, because remember they had the lead on the last year. They had the lead on the Pacers, and the Pacers win game 6, and then they go in the Knicks and go into game 7, and they blow them out on their home court. Ooh, I don't know, Tibbs. Lose this one. You might be in trouble.
Might be in the hot seat. But yeah, that's just my gut feeling. I like how the Pistons playing. Look, every game, you ain't gonna win. Every game is not gonna be pretty. You got to win some ugly games. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I think tonight was one of those ugly games that they ended up pulling out. And that ain't nothing but, more experience for their young team over there.
Especially on the road. It's one thing to win a close game at home, but you go on the road into a hostile environment. We understand what Madison Square MSG. We understand what that is, and that's a gritty team, the Knicks, and to go in there and get a hard-fought victory, Pistons got a lot of confidence. The Celtics close out the Magic. Game 5, Jason Tatum was sensational. 35 points, 8 rebounds, 10 assists. Celtics are 71 all-time in the playoffs when he records 10 assists. Jason Tatum's last 3 games, he went 35, 8, and 10, 37, 14, and 3, 36, 9, and 4. He's playing like that, and then you got Jalen Brown gave you 23 and 6.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be hard to stop him.
Hey, it you know what, and Joe, it's almost unfair, man.
The Celtics.
Mm-hmm. It's almost unfair just watching them. I think about fair play when it comes to salary cap, and it's like, how do you have all these players? Not only do you have all these players that are good, not just your starting 5, the goddamn bench comes in.
Got Peyton Pritchard, Sam Hauser. Yeah.
And they don't miss a beat. Obviously, the game of basketball is a game of runs, but you don't feel bad about subbing or having people coming in and out the game because you understand what you're getting once your starters go out. It's unfair, and I hate to jump the gun, but I'm sure it's fair for me to be able to say, and I'm sure the chat would agree with me, that the Celtics are probably going to end up winning an NBA championship again. And if they keep the same squad together, there's a chance they win that motherfucker again next year too.
It's possible. It's possible. The guys coming off the bench, man, they barely missed shots tonight. I mean, they wasn't playing with Orlando. They was ready to close.
Man,
Orlando had a lead, and next thing I know, they were down by 20. I was like, what the hell happened? Cause hey, I couldn't get the game, so I'm watching on my phone, and the thing is, it don't go. So I forgot. Did I hit the little back arrow, Ocho? That thing, I'm like, hold on, what happened?
Orlando need a point guard over there with Ben Carroll and Wagner.
And Wagner.
They need a PG over there.
Jalen Suggs is normally point guard. I don't know why they didn't play Cole. I don't know. Cole Anthony might have been hurt.
He gave him some decent minutes. He gave him some decent minutes. Not
enough though. But I'm saying he didn't play a whole lot in the series. He played this. It seemed like he played this game out of desperation. You know what I'm saying? It's like let's throw all we got, because he ain't been playing on the red. Because I watched him like, well, damn, where's Suggs? I know. Excuse me, Cole Anthony. Suggs is Nick currently. Jalen Brown had 23.6 rebounds. Boston has won 16 straight playoff games when he scored 20 or more points.
That's crazy, man.
They got a 2-headed monster, because think about it. You got JT and JB. You got Derek White that can give you solid 20. You got Porzingis that can give you 20. You got Holiday that's going to play on both ends of the court and can give you somewhere 12 to 16. You got Al Horford, Big Al. Ain't no telling, hey, he gonna play outstanding defense. He gonna rebound for you.
He gonna hit some shots.
Can give you double digits. Then you get Peyton Pritchard coming off the bench. You get Cole Hauser coming off the bench. They got a Cornette.
They got a bunch of guys chipping in, man. That's that championship pedigree. They know they roles. They play it to the T. They star in their roles. It's gonna be tough to beat them in a 7-game series. I don't care who you are.
Yeah. JJ Reddick said fatigue wasn't a factor in the Lakers' loss Sunday night. Reddick became the first coach to use the same 5 for an entire half of a game since at least 1998, as far back as substitution tracking goes. JJ said today, our 2 best players missed layups at the rim, and I don't think they missed layups because they were tired. I spoke to everyone yesterday. They would have potentially played the second half, and they all understood. There was no issue with that. LA has been outscored 105-69 in the fourth quarter of this series. They're shooting 25 of 78, or 32%.
Hey,
that's fatigue. Yes.
Hey, the famous phrase when you play sports, fatigue makes a fool of us all.
Make
Yeah.
cowards of us all. But yes.
That too. Easy layups, easy layups. That's fatigue. Lack of
Yes.
concentration, lack of focus.
Yes.
One of the easiest shots to make. That's fatigue.
Yes.
Come on now.
And
Come on,
because
JJ.
you're
Come on
asking
now.
LeBron. Listen, I don't care what LeBron says. I don't care what he says. He played 46 minutes on 40-year-old legs.
Yeah.
There's a reason why he only took 2 shots. He had 0 points in the fourth quarter. He was
Yeah.
exhausted.
Hey, and it's physical.
Luka played yes, because you got to bang Julius Randle. You got to chase somebody. It's not like you just standing out there like you're a traffic cop.
Right.
You
And
got
look,
to move.
you see Ant-Man out there taking the challenge. They having a whole shoving match out there. That takes energy, bro, to do that. You know, he ain't just walk down to the block, catch it on your spot, and get comfortable. He fighting, and then if you fight me down to this spot, by the time you get the ball, you're gonna be a little exhausted. And that's that whole plan. Just wrestle him. Wear him down. Man, you can't play no whole half of no NBA basketball, playoff basketball, and don't think
with that intensity, with the focus that's required.
after stretch, yes. I say that definitely was fatigue for me. I mean, I just seen careless mistakes.
For sure.
You know, careless mistakes.
And what was he supposed to say? Of course, you're not gonna say fatigue because you allowed those guys to play that many minutes, so that would make you look bad. Of course, you're not going to say fatigue was a part of it because it was your decision. I disagree. I think most people would disagree with you that fatigue was an issue. There's if fatigue wasn't an issue, teams would be playing their guys 24 minutes in the second half all the time. Nobody does that.
Yeah.
Nobody does that for a reason.
But listen, Uncle Joe, nobody does that for a reason. But in the Lakers situation, they don't have a choice but to do it. They even have a chance.
They got 6 points from their bench. They got 6 points from their bench, and theoretically it wasn't their bench because Finney Smith played the entire second half. The problem that they're running into is that Minnesota is able to play Rudy Gobert for 20 minutes. They can't play Jackson Hayes but for 6. So now you put LeBron at the 5. Now he has to bang Julius Randle, or he has to, So at some point in time, Gabe Vincent, Jackson Hayes, he's lost all confidence in Dalton Connect because Dalton Connect is DNP coach's decision. Yeah. And he can help him by spacing the floor and knocking down some threes. But he can't remember his defensive assignment. He can't remember the rotation and what he's supposed to do. Do I hedge? Do I go with the roll? What do I do?
I think
so, JJ.
I think it's a lot of pressure on the perimeter guys too. Austin Reeves, Luka. It's a lot of pressure on them, not only to score, but to defend. Let me tell you something. In this atmosphere, playoff atmosphere, if you can't guard the first dribble or two to give yourself some time to where we can at least get eyes on the man or give you a little help, then win. If you getting beat off the first move, Ocho, man, we can't get help there fast enough to help you, man. Look, they getting in the paint. They get in the teeth of our defense and doing whatever they want. Because look, if they get past the guards, our backline defense is Braun and Dorian Finney-Smith and
or Rui.
Yeah, and then you have no rim protection. You in scramble mode every defensive possession, and it's just tough, man. It's just gonna be hard for them to win. I think the size that the Timberwolves have, they taking advantage of it.
I agree with you, Joe. I think the thing is what's happening is that, first of all, Luka can't stop nobody off the first dribble. So they're getting around him. And so when you bring help, guys are getting guys that's in the dunker spot are getting wide open shots and shoot around threes. So now, and then Ant-Man keeps Austin Reeves, or he keeps Rui, or he keeps Luka in the pick and roll. Okay, no, I want him. Right. Bring him to me. And then they let him play one-on-one. You can't let Ant-Man play one-on-one. He's a supreme skill one-on-one player. You got to make him play team ball. Make somebody else beat you. Especially just like tonight. We saw Jamal Murray get hot. He had 43 just like Ant-Man. And what happened? They let him play one-on-one. Okay, you let a guy get hot and you let him play one-on-one? You'll be sorry.
I think what has happened is by them trapping Ant-Man or kind of putting him in this little cage to make him get a ball up. He's making the right plays, Ocho, and them guys are making the Lakers pay, whether it's McDaniels getting dunks or threes or Randall, making the right play when he catches at the free throw line, whether he attacking the basket because they ain't got no rim protection. and he's getting to the line, shooting free throws or whatever he wants. And then in the fourth quarter, when Ant-Man sees, he know he can beat the double team anytime he wants. So he starts beating the double team, and he starts putting the onus on the Lakers as far as getting in the paint, making plays, shooting the threes, and now you can't stop that.
But here's the thing, though, Joe, is that if you go back and look at Sunday's game, he's raising up, shooting threes from distance. Trap him and get the ball out of his hand. See, I want to make guys. Let's see if Jane McDaniel can make those plays in the fourth quarter with 5 minutes to go. I know Ant-Man can beat me. Ant-Man is one of the 5 or 6 best players in the NBA. So I know what he's more than capable of doing.
Right.
Okay, let's see what you got, Jay McDaniel. You got that?
I think he can do it. He's shown and proven this series that.
Well, I'm gonna see it again.
You're gonna see it again. In there.
I want to see it.
He's gonna be open. That man gonna be confident. He's gonna take his shots. He's gonna attack the basket. I think defensively, when he plays great defense, it kind of fuels his offense. You know what I mean? I think that's kind of for all of them. And if you notice, Minnesota, they guards, they don't give up a lot of easy points. I know Luka can go on the run. I know AR can get hot, but for the most part, they sit down and guard, man. They sit down and guard.
Yeah.
But see, the difference is that Luka is shooting over the top. Those guys are breaking you down, getting to the basket. So there's a difference. And look, there's a greater chance that you're going to miss that 27, 28-footer than me missing this layup.
Yeah.
Because you see what's happening, and it's finishing at the rim, or they're fouling it.
They ain't got no choice.
Guys are finishing. We really don't have. I mean, Luka can beat you off the dribble, but it's because of savviness. He ain't gonna just and buy you. He gonna herky jerky. You know, he gonna sit down on you. He gonna step through you, hit off the glass and stuff like that. We got this tomorrow night, though.
Whoa! Here we go. Here we go again.
Got this tomorrow night, though, Joe.
So hold on. You said Lakers in 5, right? So obviously that's not there's no chance for that. So you still feel the Lakers have a chance to win this series?
Come on, keep.
You really believe that though? I'm asking seriously.
No, I don't believe that. He just going with it because he been rolling with them all year.
Hold on, Joe. Let me check. You say we ain't gonna win tomorrow night?
Nah, I don't got y'all win. I got Minnesota coming in there. I got them coming to La La Land, throwing a whole party up in there in crypto.
And you know what happened if y'all lose tomorrow, right?
Ain't nothing happening because we're not losing.
I'm just saying, you know what's going to, I'm hypothetically speaking. Do you know what
happens?
I don't do
hypotheticals. I don't do hypotheticals. Hypothetically, if I slept in my garage, I'd be a Maybach. But guess what? Hypothetical. Since if you sleep in your garage, you a cop?
Nope.
Nah, you a fool. Because you should be inside of the bed. So that's why I'm at. But put something on it, Joe.
Anything make you nervous? What you want?
Hey, what up on it?
Well, hold on, like,
no, you can't bet. Nobody bet with you. You gotta
earn your stripes, Ocho. Pay them money.
I earned them. I earned my stripes. I wore stripes on my helmet.
You like what you call them? Hey, you remember Players Club? When St. Louis wouldn't play dollar bill, with a dollar bill wouldn't play St. Louis, and he come running out there, they doing something to little man, they would tear him up. Had his head all in the car, put the cigarette out on his nose.
Yeah. Hey,
he go in there, dollar bill.
Come on, man. Your rap sheet ain't that good right now, brother.
Man? Nah, my rap sheet good. I listen. The only person I ain't paid back is Unc. Everybody else done got they do.
Damn.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead, bet. You know what? Let's bet a dinner chops. Dinner at chops.
Dinner. Man, y'all bet sorry, man.
Go. Nah, hey, cause he already know when they see Mr. Sharpe on the thing, they already go and cut that 10-ounce Wagyu A5. They already know when I come, they go and cut that thing out because they already know what I'm gonna order.
10-ounce who?
That Wagyu A5.
The top of the line, Ocho.
Yeah, Wagyu. Yeah.
They ain't got that at McDonald's, baby.
No, I'm saying I had some of the Wagyu from I went somewhere and I told Uncle about it. They brought it to the table. It was like in little strips. Yeah, Poppy. At Poppy, yeah. I was on a little date. Yeah. Yeah.
Luka Doncic has stepped up to pay for the entire expected cost of restoring a vandalized mural depicting Kobe and Gigi Bryant in downtown LA. He made a donation today to cover the entire goal of a GoFundMe page created by artist Louis Pacino. He wants to restore the mural titled Mambas Forever at 14th and Main Street. Luka, it's always been important to give back to the community. They gave me so much, so I just want to.
They messed the mural up?
I don't know why they. Come on, people.
And they play. Listen, man, they don't respect nothing.
People don't even care no more about nothing.
Man,
I thought they I mean, look, no matter how beloved or great you were, somebody is not going to take it. Everybody don't like everybody.
Yeah.
So we just got to come to that conclusion. Like, man, Kobe. I thought, yeah, most people do like Kobe. 90% of the people in LA love Kobe.
Mm-hmm.
But there's never such a situation where it's all or every.
Yeah.
So once you remove all or every from your vocabulary,
right,
you be good.
I just thinking about it, man. Obviously, the passing of one of the greatest to ever play the game, and
the tragic passing.
Yeah, the tragic passing, but to even bother the mural with great understanding what Kobe means for that city, what he's done for the Lakers organization and the people of LA, to even want to vandalize a mural is beyond me. Beyond me. That's crazy.
I agree. Damn.
It says more about them than think about what it takes to go vandalize something. You ain't got nothing going on
just
in
to
your
be
life. I don't know. Yeah, you do destroy some property that ain't that you didn't buy, it's not yours. People always destroy you. Hey, you want to destroy something? Destroy your ish.
And that's ridiculous.
Don't mess with mine.
They want to go viral. Huh? We in the 80s. Anything you do go viral.
They catch the right person on the wrong day, and they're gonna be viral. Won't help.
Damn, man.
Yeah.
Goddamn Kobe, boy.
Stephon Castle is the recipient of the Wilt Chamberlain Trophy, the 2025 Kia NBA Rookie of the Year. Spurs have won back-to-back MVPs. Castle 25, Victor Wembanyama 24, and they're the first teammates to go back-to-back since. You know when? Ocho, who's the last teammates to go back-to-back?
Back-to-back Rookie of the Year.
Rookie of the Year.
Teammates.
Damn. Andrew Wiggins and Karl Anthony Towns. Don't worry, don't turn your head. You turn your head the other way, it's still gonna be correct.
I like the Spurs though. They got a promising future. You know, they get some help over there. They're gonna be all right. Because women,
because think about it. You know, they got Spurs. I mean, Wemby won it. Castle not won it. David Robinson won it. Tim Duncan won it. So they've had four Rookie of the Year.
Hey, in about 2 years, Wemby might be the best thing in the league.
He incredible. I mean, for me, he shoots a little bit too many threes for me. I like, hey, get your big, long, tall butt down on that block and shoot turn over one of your shoulders. But hey, that's where these guys are.
Yeah.
According to, there have been whispers around the league that the San Antonio Spurs could be a potential landing spot for one Kevin Durant. You like Wemby and KD together?
I do. Hey, it looked like he going somewhere in Texas, but I would love to see KD and Wemby.
Oh, Nico Harrison gonna try to make a move for him in Dallas.
Yeah.
I don't know in terms of draft picks. Now we know he got one of the Lakers draft picks. I don't know if that's enough. I don't know if the Spurs want that draft pick and one of those bigs, Lively or Gafford or somebody else, because he wants to pair Kyrie, AD, and
well,
KD.
Phoenix the one tried to trade him. It wasn't like he asked for no trade. KD didn't ask for no trade, so
no,
they probably be willing to do something. I can't see him. See him not trading him. You know what I mean? They probably ain't gonna get actually what they want, but they'll probably get something.
No, you're not gonna get what you gave up for it. All those draft picks, and they gave up players.
They gave up who?
I say they gave up draft picks. You know, they gave up Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson. And I think they gave up like 4 first-round picks. 3 or 4 first-round picks.
And he didn't work out.
But you said, you know what, we're going to win the championship. That's going to be the last pick in the draft, yada, yada, yada. I'm not worried about it. Now, what happens when you don't? You don't even make the playoffs. And what you could get to rebuild, that goes to somebody else. Right. So, Ocho, you know what I'm saying? I buy all these blocks. I say, yeah, man, my house going to be so nice. When I get this thing, they're like, no. Them blocks that you just bought, they belong to me. Yeah. Let me go and get those. So let me go and get those pieces that you was gonna build your house with. Now let me get that.
I still like KD. I still like KD going to OKC. Now I'm not sure how far OKC goes.
I don't believe you're going to OKC
in the playoffs. I think the pairing of him,
Sam Presti, like, nah, that's done gone on. You didn't tell me because look, they're looking at it like, hold on, bro. If we knew you was gonna leave, because think about it, a lot of times when you have a great player, you want to trade. If he know he leaving, I'm gonna trade you because I'm gonna get some compensation. Right. KD walked out the door and they ain't get nothing for him.
Yeah.
Think about what you could have got for KD 6 years ago. 6 first-round picks. He walked out the door and you got nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were able to rebuild it. A lot of that had to do with Shea, because think about what the Clippers gave up to get Paul George. Think about what the Rockets gave up to get Russ.
Mm-hmm.
They traded Chris Paul. So they just, and Sam, what you can say whatever you want about Sam Presti. He did draft KD. He did draft Russ. He did draft Harden, Ibaka, Reggie Jackson, Steven Adams, Jalen Williams, all those Chet Holmgren, all those guys. He made the trade for Shea. He can put a team together now.
He got a great alpha talent. He got a great alpha talent. Ocho, I don't see that, Ocho.
No.
I see OKC doing really well in this playoffs this year. I want to get KD, bro.
Okay. Go ahead, Ocho. Finish your thought.
I was going to say, what you think about KD coming to Miami with Ja and Giannis?
Did that man just take... We got more details on the Shedeur fall. According to Boomer Esiason, multiple team owners ordered their coaching staff to remove Shedeur from their draft boards.
Would that be called collusion? I'm just curious. Would that be called collusion or no?
Hold on. Let me finish.
Okay.
Boomer said they took him off, and they took him off because the owner said, take him off. I don't want that guy. No. If I say, Joe, if I own a restaurant, I say, Joe, and Joe's the head chef. Joe, I don't want you to sell lobster. Okay, there's another owner that has a seafood shop. Joe, I don't want you to sell lobster. No. You hear reports. He didn't take it as serious as he needed to. At the end of the day, for me, let's just say everything everybody's saying is true. Ocho, I really don't know what else to add. I think the thing is that sometimes, maybe he looked at it like, my dad, the Giants asked the dad for an interview. Time asked him, say, when y'all picking? Like, we picking 16. Time said, I ain't going to be there when y'all pick, and got up and walked out. But you're talking about a transcendent. You're talking about a historically great player. Everybody can't do that. Remember we talked about it 2 years ago, 2 years ago, Ocho, about Marvin Harrison Jr., how he didn't work out, he didn't do nothing. I said, Ocho, everybody can't do that.
Nah.
You've got to be legit, beyond legit in order to pull a punch like that, or they will humble you. They will. And so look, Ocho, unless you get people that was making those decisions and ask them flat out and says, what was it about Shedeur that you didn't like? And why didn't you select him such and such, such and such? Other than that, it's all going to be speculation. Do I know Boomer? Look, I worked for Boomer. I worked with Boomer for a decade.
We done been around the game too long now. We done been around the game too long. You know what it was.
Do I believe people told Boomer that? Yes, I do.
Yes, of course.
I do.
It's the same thing I said. We've never seen anything like that before. For someone to be graded that high on draft boards throughout the entirety, not just the season, but right before the draft, and to all of a sudden to go in the 5th round, I never said it was anything about race. Forget race. Throw race out the door. I'm talking about the humbling process. I'm talking about the collective decision of collusion amongst those, you know what? The Sanders family is different. The Sanders family is different.
I think
Yeah.
It's different.
Let me ask you. Let me ask you this, Joe, before you go. Let me ask you this, Ocho. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, we say graded. We're talking about Mel Kiper grades, Todd McShay grade.
Yes.
We're talking about Peter Schrager. We're talking about Lou Reddick. We're talking about Bucky Brooks. What about the team grades? Those are the grades that we need to see. Because at the end of the day, the people that grade that we read, the Mel Kiper, the Todd McShay, the Peter Schragers, and this one and that one, they don't make no decision. So in other words, Joe, I need to see the grade that the 32 teams had on Shedeur. And now, because what if they had him a middle round draft pick, a late round draft pick?
The devil is a lie. The devil is a lie.
We'll never know. We'll never know.
The scouts, Mel Kiper, Louis Reddick, and everyone else who's been doing this for eons of years have the same eyes, the same set of eyes that the GMs and the scouts have. Now, if you watch Shedeur, and a lot of people on Twitter and he's not that good, man. What are we talking about? Are you watching the game of football? I've been watching for a very long time. Actually, since I was 4 years old. As a matter of fact, I played the position who had to catch the ball from the goddamn quarterback, so I know what it looks like when the quarterback's actually decent. Come on,
I think it's gonna work out for him, man. I think, like I said, all the talk about all this, the fact that he got an opportunity, Uncle Ocho, I think he's gonna take full advantage of it, man. And it looks like he may get a chance sooner than later. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes, man,
I hope so. But
this might not be a bad thing, man.
Joe, sometimes
I know it might not be a bad thing.
I agree. Sometimes, man, it's just like people want to see failure.
Yeah.
people like, look, there's 50% of the people don't care that you have a problem. The other 50% glad you got them. So in other words, they don't give a damn about you. 50% don't care you got a problem. The other 50% glad you got the problem.
Yeah.
And it ain't them.
50%. Hey. So it does. At the end of the day, there ain't nothing we can speculate and we can surmise. But at the end of the day, when you get your opportunities, that's what I always felt, Ocho. I thought I was gonna be somewhere between a first and a third round draft pick.
Yeah.
Hey, I only heard from 2 teams. Guess what the 2 teams that called me, Ocho, say, what's your phone number? Where you gonna be?
Who that?
Shut the fuck up. Next door. Cincinnati Bengals was one.
Hey.
And the Seattle Seahawks.
And you ain't go to neither one of them.
They ain't want your boy.
Hey, I'm telling you, Shedeur, Shedeur's. It's a blessing. It's a blessing, Uncle. They haven't had a quarterback, and since Bernie Kosar, they went through a multitude of quarterbacks. They had a quarterback carousel for a very long time, and I guarantee this is the blessing for him and him ending up there and having to work his way from the bottom back up. I like it. I like it for him. I like it for him. And he's built for this. He's built
one of my good. Go ahead.
Wide outs over there. Who he got to throw to over there?
Jerry Jeudy, David Njoku. How you say it? Njoku.
Njoku.
They just added Deontay Johnson.
Johnson.
He's a real twitchy, another route runner similar to Jerry Jeudy. I like it. He gonna be all right. Yeah, he's gonna be all right.
Chris Carter, good friend of mine, brother in the Pro Football Hall of Fame alongside me, went off on Shedeur, throwing away at least $30 to $50 million in the NFL draft, and makes it clear he doesn't believe the NFL owners colluded against him. Shedeur and his family overplayed their hands. They taught him a great lesson. They did. They will. Ocho, people, we look at Archie and Eli's situation.
Yeah.
Remember how I told you, Ocho? I said, look, you got to evaluate your situation based on your situation.
Right.
You can't be looking at somebody else and how they treated them and think you're going to get that same type of treatment.
Well, you ain't going to get that same type of treatment because it's different. They can do that.
Okay. Oh, okay. Look.
They
But
can
we
do
supposed,
that.
but we supposed to know that going in.
Well,
See, if I already know what I'm up against, I ain't got no problem because I
right.
already know what I'm up against.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's why we study tape, Ocho, because
Yeah.
that I need to know what you're gonna do on first down, second down, third down, what you're gonna
Mm-hmm.
do on third and short, third and long,
Yes,
second,
sir.
red zone, this area of the field. So I
Mm-hmm.
know I have a pretty good idea.
Yes, sir.
Now you go in the game and you don't know, Ocho. Come on now. You know how this thing go.
Yeah. Mm. They
I
will
don't have to
remind
learn a
you.
lesson but once. I don't have to learn a lesson but once, Ocho.
Yeah.
Hey,
I can tell you what, my grandmother never tore my ass up for something I did twice. Because she shut down on you the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
You learn. Lesson learned.
Damn.
It's a tough lesson. It's a tough lesson to learn.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, Shedeur arrived in Cleveland and is already putting in the work for the upcoming season. Shedeur is ready to prove all the haters wrong.
Hey, I got a question.
Yes.
Since obviously, if I cut myself right now, obviously, you know, I bleed black and orange. Cincinnati at heart. Can I get a Shedeur Sanders jersey?
No, Cincinnati and Cleveland, y'all bitter rivals.
I know we bitter rivals, but like, okay. See, that's tough. That's a good. Chad, what y'all think? You know I'm Cincinnati, but I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Shedeur. So
yeah,
no,
go get your jersey, Ocho. Hey,
but don't wear
you
it.
might even
Don't
want
wear
to
it
get a
though.
signature on it, man. It might be worth something.
Okay, bomb. I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that.
Matter of fact, when you get you one, you think you can get me one?
I get you one. I get you one. I got you. Matter of fact, I can get you some Dion's too. You want some shoes? I can get you some
Hey, now
shoes.
don't threaten me with no good time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm glad the draft is over. I mean, I don't know if we've had a prospect, Ocho, that we've talked about more leading up to the draft, during the draft, after the draft. I don't know if we've had a player, Ocho, in my time. I'm a little older than you and Joe, that we've talked about as much as we talked about Shedeur Sanders.
Oh yeah, most
When
definitely.
you turn the tape on,
He's
when
probably
you turn the tape on, I mean, you see it. I mean, he's a hell of a quarterback, man. I mean, I think he get a knock because of maybe he don't run as much as people would like him to, but he's a stand in the pocket dart thrower. You know what I mean?
right. Look. I don't know. Look, I think the thing is that when your dad is time, and you're talking about athleticism out of the yin yang,
Oh yeah.
but none of his kids are as athletic as him. None of his kids can run like he can. None of his kids can jump like he can. Bro, King Griffey, I had King Griffey on, and he's like, he used to go watch his son play, and he's like, he was at the play, and the guy said, "Boy, you nothing like your daddy." King said, "Well, name 5 players who are."
Right.
Okay, you talk about well, his sons are not like Dion. Okay, name 5 players that are like Dion, that has the athleticism that Dion had, that can do what he did in football and baseball. Name 5 players that can do that.
You can't.
See, I think this guy we always do this, Joe. This guy be a heck of a basketball. This guy be a heck of a football player, or this guy be a heck of a basketball player. I ain't got to say what I saw him do it. You can't say, well, man, Time could have played baseball. He did. Man, he'd been a good football player. He's legendary. He's historically, transcendently great. And because your offspring doesn't display or doesn't have those skills, that doesn't mean they can't be great in their own right. For him to make it as far as he did with his dad being who he is, I think that says a lot about the son, and that says a lot about the dad by not handing them, giving them handouts, making them earn everything they got. And him, even though that's his dad, wanting to get it on his own. The father should put his son in a situation. I have means and I have access to some of the great coaches, some of the great quarterbacks, some of the great, whatever, nutritionists. Okay, that's what you do. You set your kids up for success. You give them the best. You owe your kids an education and to give them the best start possible.
Set them up to succeed.
And then after that, Joe, you're like, hopefully you've done a great enough job that they got it figured out. Now,
Yeah.
hey, you might have to, kickstart them again. And the next time you might have to kick them in the ass. But hey, hopefully they figure it out.
Right.
But after getting drafted, new Seahawks quarterback Jalen Milroe says that he will be paying back his parents for all the money they spent while he was in college. I want to calculate all the miles, all the money my parents spent in college. I'm going to give it back. Man, if I calculate all the money my mom gave me,
it ain't enough to pay.
It'd probably be $250.
Hey, I think that's dope though.
I think
that's dope though. When these kids, because they all are kids coming into a lot of money. Being able to, look back, take care of your family first, man. Make sure moms, grandma, all of them, make sure they straight. Because the sacrifices that they make it when we kids, bro, that's everything. You know what I mean? Hey, look, I remember my mama buying me $140 pair of shoes. We couldn't even pay light bill, gas bill. Hear me? So we might have to go a couple days with the gas off. Ain't no hot water. Okay, I'm gonna have to go down here to grandma's house for a little while. But hey,
you had them shoes,
that was how it was. My grandma stayed about 10 houses down, so I go stay at grandma's house. I come home, the lights off, the gas off. I already know what time it is. I'm gonna go on down to grandma's house for a little while till we get it back right.
Look, and that's the thing. My grandma, the sacrifices that she made, you raise your own 9 and then you take your mom's 3 and you love them more than you love your own 9. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's my thought process.
Yeah.
That's why I do what I do. I mean, some people are like, well, hey, I don't have to do this, I don't have to do that. Okay, you don't. You don't, because you're here because of a decision that you didn't make. Your parents made a decision to get together. You were created. So you theoretically, you're right. You got here by means that you didn't have anything to do with.
Right.
But me, being the person that I am, Ocho, man, I couldn't, man.
I think
my grandma, all that what she went through.
Yeah. I think that would be
and my grandmother was a maid at the nursing home.
Yeah.
My grandmother washing other people's washing their bodies and all that stuff. And man, please.
Man, I think that
they couldn't did for me.
Yeah, depending on everybody got a different story, huh? Everybody got a different story, but I think if you were to tell every story and pull back all the layers of it and talk about the sacrifices mothers and grandmothers in the village, it takes a village now. Sometimes it just wasn't your mama. Sometimes it wasn't just your grandfather or your father. It's other people that also help you along the way and kept you in line, because everybody wasn't always on the straight and narrow. During your adolescence. So there are many people that you wanna look back and give them thanks. And most of the time that thanks is through, a way of finances, because you didn't have to do that. Shit, I ain't have shoulder pads, I ain't have cleats, I ain't had shoes to go to school. There are people that help you along the way that you got to go back, and it's such a great feeling to be able to be blessed, to be able to achieve and reach a childhood dream of yours, where you always want to go back and bless those that bless you along the way when you really had nothing.
It's a great feeling too, man. It's a great.
Yeah, man. Beautiful feeling.
Woo. A man had to be rescued twice off of Mount Fuji. Ocho, a man was airlifted from Mount Fuji. Then he got rescued a couple of days later because you know what, Ocho? He realized he had forgot his phone on top of the mountain. So he got up there and got stuck again.
What kind of phone he got?
I don't know what it was. It had just been, hey, you better have it on the cloud.
Hey, it was something in that phone. Not the double back and go get it after knowing you done got lost. It's something in that phone ain't got no business now, and he ain't want nobody else to find it.
But it's not known whether or not he was able to find the phone, but they did have to go locate. They did have to rescue him twice.
Yeah, something in that phone ain't got no business. Now I that's Mount Fuji, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't never climbed Mount Fuji. I climbed Mount Everest before, but Mount Fuji must be different if you got lost.
You climbed Mount Everest?
Oh yeah, boy, you should have seen me. Boy, I climbed Mount Everest back in I think in the off season. That was 2007.
Mm.
Yeah,
it ain't a lot you ain't done, huh?
No.
I said it ain't a lot that you ain't done. It ain't. I noticed that. I know.
Hey, I didn't live two lives, Joe. Joe, I didn't live two lives, boy. I didn't live two lives. It was a great climb. It was a great climb. I had a tour guide with me to make sure I didn't get lost, to make sure I didn't freeze at the time. The time was perfect
They're
after
called
football
Sherpas.
season. Huh?
They're called Sherpas.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. That's I didn't know the correct terminology. I just called him a tour guide to make sure I didn't get lost. Hey, I had canned food. I had snacks with me, Joe.
How long it
Water.
take?
Uh,
How long did it
huh?
take?
Shoot, me, I moved kind of fast, boy. It took about 7 hours.
Mm,
Yeah, to get up and down.
okay.
Yeah, that was me. Once I
He'd had to
start climbing,
bend.
once I start climbing, I don't stop now.
Mm. You said it, but you haven't. Yeah, but you had done, huh, Ocho?
Yeah, I didn't done about everything, man. The only thing left for me to do, hey Joe, is I'm going to Norway or New Zealand, and I'm assuming killer whales in the wild.
You swimming with a killer whale?
Yeah, man, that's my spirit animal, man. My whole left side of my leg, I got a long sleeve from the waist all the way to my ankle, killer whales and all type of just aquatic stuff having to deal with killer whales. And that's the last thing on my bucket list, and I'm good. I could just sit down and relax and tell my grandkids, tell my kids, and yeah, that's it. I done it
Ocho
all,
said
Joe.
took him like 7 hours, Ocho.
Yeah,
Joe. They
yeah.
said the average length of time to climb Mount Everest is about 50 to 60 days.
Hey, did you hear what you just said? You said the average. You said the average length of time, right?
No, that's the fastest. I mean, most times it takes them 80 days, takes them 2.5 months.
Hold on.
Because you can only go because the altitude is so high.
Yeah, it's high. It's high.
Let me tell you, go because
I had,
get the bend.
hey, hold on. I had on my hazmat suit. So the altitude didn't really affect me at all.
Yeah, you have to. I know you didn't do it on what you call them.
Hold on. It took
free climb.
They say the average. That's for average people. I'm not average.
Far.
Yeah, so I'm trying. He reading some, but for average people, the average people that do it. It took me 7 hours.
You're a bad boy.
Yeah. That's what my principal used to say.
The fastest time was recorded was 10 hours and 56 minutes.
Thank you.
Seconds.
See?
Hold on.
See?
But he was a Sherpa. And this record was set with the use of supplemental oxygen. So I
just told you I had my hazmat suit, and that was my supplemental oxygen.
Hazmat suit ain't got nothing to do with that.
No, it was a contraption that I created.
Yeah.
And it was to help me with the oxygen. Like when the astronauts go to space, I had one of them.
Hey, listen, it's been a little short time since we all been hanging out, man, but I'm starting to figure out what's going on around here. Hey, listen, I got 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason, okay? I'm gonna listen twice as much as I
You figured it out, Joe?
Man, listen, I done figured it out. Boy, I know when somebody trying to pull the wool over my eyes. Boy, I know what's going on.
Hey, Joe, one thing about I got the picture. Hold on. I got the picture. I'm gonna show you a picture on mine.
But you do realize, Ocho, in order for him to do that, he's from that region. Right. So you have to. So those Sherpas, they're from Nepal.
Hey,
Nepalese.
I call them.
So you have to be from that region in
order to.
Guide. Huh?
I guarantee you, and also as probably the Sherpa that did the 10 hours. I guarantee that's the same one. His name was Paul Eden. That's how we did it in 7 hours. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, Paul Eden. I guarantee that's him. It was a good climb too. Now,
Lapaka Gulu Sherpa.
Oh, that must have been his cousin.
Joe, we had a question last week, and we never got to hear you answer. Who you taking, 100 men or one?
Boy, hey, listen, Ocho, we.
Hey, that should be funny all day.
Let me tell you something. I was thinking about that because the first 20, 30, 40 guys, y'all gotta take a beating. I'm be in the back. I'll let y'all know right now. I'm gonna be in the back, and I'm gonna come help y'all later. But I'm not gonna be one of the first 30, 40, 50 dudes running. We in trouble. I'm sorry. Man,
You know the funny part is about it, Unc and Joe. I don't think people have seen gorillas. They look at YouTube, they look at the zoo. I don't think they understand how big they are in person. They don't understand how big they're, how powerful they are. You don't understand it
all
because you've
muscle.
never. You just don't get it. So hypothetically, you think it can happen because it's 100 human beings. Human beings. Like
One lick. Them first 10, they dead.
They ain't got a chance. You got to be sacrificed or something.
Hey, I told you, I'm gonna go.
Where you go?
I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna be in the first wave of dudes. I'm not gonna be in the second wave. I ain't gonna be in the third wave. I'm gonna be in the fourth wave. I'm gonna be all the way in the back. Because when they had a funeral, somebody gotta be there to tell the story. That's gonna be me. I'm gonna be there to tell the story. Man, Jake gave it a go.
So let me get this right. So I just need to know. So it's everybody's barehanded. The silverback ain't got nothing, and none of the humans got nothing. So ain't nobody got no spears, no knife, no rocks, no nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all get help me, that's y'all.
Man. And then hold on, Unc, you're not even thinking about this. We're not thinking about how fast and how quick and how agile a gorilla is. You forget about all that. Man, please.
Oh, y'all asked me what the neighbor told me. He said, "Be quiet over there."
Wait, who told you to be quiet?
But I was joking. Next door neighbor.
Hey,
I'm surprised because normally I don't have anybody next to me.
Hey, tell him to come. Hey, knock on the thing and tell him to come to the on camera.
No, he sleep now.
That'd be dope though.
he sleep now.
Tell him to come on camera, Unc.
Don't leave me over here.
That'd be dope.
All right, we're gonna get you out of here with this one. Now it's time for our final segment of the evening. It's time for Q&A.
Hey, don't let him punk you, Unc. Keep screaming. Cause you whispering now.
Cause that's exactly what I do. When people be laughing and joking, I go knock right on the door. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. Connor with a K. If 10 to 15 men were taking down woolly mammoth, 100 could definitely take a gorilla. Well, Connor, I'm gonna let you go ahead and handle that. I don't want no part of that.
Connor,
a woolly mammoth.
A woolly mammoth isn't even dangerous. But what are we talking about?
But first of all, they took down the woolly mammoth. They had spears.
Yeah.
They ain't taking down no woolly mammoth with just their bare hands. And you ain't touching no silverback with just your bare hands. Bro, I'm telling you, he's killing the first man. He hit the first 10. Y'all dead on contact.
Hold on.
And plus, he probably gonna rip your arm out of the socket. He gonna bite you. They bite.
Hey, people scared of pit bulls. Dudes scared of people with pit bulls. But your dog bite?
He got teeth, don't he?
He got teeth. Yeah. But a gorilla.
Stop
playing, man.
Man.
Stop
man.
Playing.
Y'all saw that man. They had the gorilla. They was at the track. They were trekking in Rwanda.
Yeah.
And one of them silverbacks came, and the lady and he just grabbed her by the leg and just walked on like it was nothing. Like he had a 5-pound bag of potatoes, and that's a full-grown person.
Hey, they go sit out there. They go sit out there and wait for them gorillas, man. They go hunt them gorillas.
And they say, what you do, you never make eye contact.
Never.
That's
Don't
a
look
challenge.
At him. That's funny, boy.
I'll just tell you, I'm gonna be 98.
And I would be 99.
I told you I'm gonna be 100 because somebody got to live to tell the story.
Oh, after I see what he do with the 97, I'm done. He wouldn't around for that. Kemper Norwood Jr. said, my question is the Bucks season being over, do y'all see Giannis leaving Milwaukee for another team that isn't Miami?
Oh, okay.
I do.
I definitely see him leaving.
I see it. I think they probably gonna retool. The fact that Dame tore his Achilles. I mean,
that's all. That's probably he probably done. I don't see him coming back next year.
So Giannis, you can get a lot for Giannis. You know what I mean? You can start your rebuilding process, get you some talent in there to where you can build and mature as young pros, man, and try to continue to build as a franchise. But I don't see them coming back with this same squad, man. They got to retool.
your two best players in franchise history didn't stay. Kareem and Giannis. Kareem won 3 MVPs, Finals MVP, went to 2 finals, won 1. Giannis won 2 MVPs, Finals MVP, went to 1. They're gonna leave
because you ain't gonna get no help. Anybody gonna sign to Milwaukee?
Nope.
Sorry, Ocho, they ain't coming to Miami neither, brother.
Listen, I try to tell y'all, don't nobody want to listen to me until it happened, but okay, you'll see.
That guy underscore deep fry Ant-Man, Spider-Man, damn it, man, Lakers in 9.
9?
Adab said, Unc delusional. Stop, Unc. You know the Lakers are done. I guess when the Lakers lose tomorrow, I guess we're saying Lakers in 8. They not losing tomorrow, though. Nah. Reggie Reg said Mark Williams would have helped a lot. He would have. Fozzie said LA Clippers equal to Cleveland Browns. Pat Dove said, next fellow Cinco, you should have Ocho spell exacerbate and deplorable because that's how the Heat series went.
Hey, hold on. Deplorable. DEPLORABLE. Come on, man. That's what I do, man. You talk about, man. It's that Harvard education.
Trucker Bang said, in my opinion, he's the best quarterback in the class, the most pro-ready. His mechanics and footwork is better than the guys ahead of him. His timing will improve too with coaching. Guess we're going to find out. OU SS 2004. It was reported teams saw Shedeur as a backup, but the circus that comes with him wasn't worth it for a backup. Any belief in that? I ain't making that decision. I mean, if that's how they see him, that's how they see him. I mean, who am I to say, Ocho, what it is or what it isn't? I don't know. It's just I ain't got anything else to add. We've heard everything. Owners didn't want him. People didn't feel like they didn't have a high enough grade. Everybody thought he was, a lot of teams thought he was a mid to a late round pick. He didn't interview well in the interview. He didn't take it serious for teams that he didn't want to potentially go to. I don't know. It's just speculation it's speculation because none of the people that's in those positions have come out on record and said, this is why. So it's left up to people like myself and Ocho and Joe to come up with a reason or an excuse or whatever the term you want to use to why Shedeur did not go higher as we thought he should. Maybe he went where he should have. The team thought he should go. I don't know. But he's not the first guy to slide. He won't be the last guy. Now maybe we didn't see a slide this precipitous.
Right.
But we've seen slides before. But at the end of the day, they're going to give him a helmet. They're going to give him shoulder pads. They're going to give him some cleats. What you do, if you give somebody the tools to build a house, the type of house that they build is solely incumbent on them.
Yeah.
You can a masterpiece or you can have a hut.
I think he's going to do good things, man. You know, this is a whole learning process for him. Like I said, like I've always said, he's gonna have that chip on his shoulder. He's gonna come out and show. He's gonna come out and show why he should have been, one of the top picks in this draft. You know, let your play do all the talking, bro. You ain't gotta say nothing else.
You gotta say nothing else. That concludes this episode of Nightcap. Y'all know me. I am your favorite Unc Shannon Sharpe, my partner and co-host, number 85, the legendary Liberty City legend, Bingo Ring of Fame honoree, Pro Bowler, All-Pro.
The Mountain Everest,
Ochocinco Johnson.
The Mountain Everest climber. That's me. It's me.
He once scaled. See, that's what they say. They say you scale Mount Everest, you don't climb. But anyway, to my right from Arkansas, ISO Joe Johnson. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit the like button and go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your continued support. Because of you, we're able to do what we do. Thank you so much. Guys, make sure you go check out Shea by Laportier. We do have it in stock. Now, if you can't find it in a city or state near you, order it online. We'll ship it directly to your door. We have the best tasting VSOP on the market. SIP awards. We won gold, we won platinum, we won double platinum. Shay is where it's at. Order, we ship it directly to your door. Please drink responsibly and please stay safe. Go check out my clothing company, 84 with 84 being spelled out. The link is pinned in the chat. Supplies are limited, and once they're gone, they're gone. So please grab yours while supplies last. And you can check out my media company page on all of its platforms, Shay Media. Tickets for our Not Safe for Work tour are on sale. 8 stops: Baltimore, Philly, Charlotte, LA, Miami, New York, Chicago, and Detroit. Tickets can be found at shaymedia.com/tour. The link is pinned in the chat. Our guest lineup is looking great. You guys don't want to miss out on this. Get your tickets now and come out see your favorite Unc and Ocho. Let's see. The Nuggets move ahead 3-2 on the Clippers. 131-115 win. Jamal Murray goes haywire. 43 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 steals, 8 of 14 from the three-point line. The Bucks lose, have a 7-point lead with 40 seconds. They lose 119-118 thanks to Tyrese Haliburton's game-winning layup. There was a little ruckus. Tyrese Haliburton's father comes on the court waving a towel with his son's face on it, but they worked things out. Glad cooler heads prevailed.
Mm-hmm.
The Pistons beat the Knicks in MSG. Cade Cunningham, 24 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists. Stuart Thompson had 22 points as they go on the road and they beat the Knicks. Game 6 is Thursday in Detroit. The Celtics close out the Magic thanks to Jason Tatum's 35, 8, and 10. And to make matters, Jalen Brown had 23 points and 6 rebounds. That concludes Nightcap. I'm Unc. He's Ocho. He's ISO Joe. We'll see you tomorrow.